Okay, in this video, we're going to talk about how to clean your game cartridge for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Dirty games are bad for the health of your game system. They get dirty over the years quite easily, especially when people blow in them and the moisture attracts more dirt and dust. If you recently had your Nintendo cleaned, sticking a dirty game in it is a bad idea. You're going to make your system dirty again. So we're going to walk you through how to clean your game cartridges thoroughly so that they'll work properly on your Nintendo system. So on the back of your Nintendo cartridge, there are 3 screws. They're sometimes a flathead screwdriver, but usually they take a special bit. It's commonly referred to as the Nintendo bit. When you have the proper tool, simply take those screws out or loosen them. And then the back lifts right off and you're faced with the PCB. Now you could probably tell this looks pretty dirty, but we're going to make sure that you can see it real good. Alright, look closely here at the brass contacts of this game cartridge. They're supposed to be nice and shiny, and these have 35 years of crud on there. And there's no surprise that this game would have difficulty reading properly on any system. So we're going to clean that up. What you're going to want is some metal polish. I'm using a product made by Mothers. We've also used Mr. Metal, Brasso, or any number of metal cleaning polishes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take an old rag. This is a t-shirt rag. And I'm going to put a little bit of polish on there. Then I'm going to wipe it all the way across the pins there. And then I'm going to start going back and forth, applying a fair amount of pressure on the surface of this game. Going back and forth until basically all that crud comes off. Can you see already how much cleaner it is? And just keep going. Look at all the dirt that comes off on my rag. Now, if you're doing this, there's no reason to stop short and say it looks okay. Just get it until it's clean. Okay? I want to do both sides. I about used that rag as good as I could, so I want to move to a clean part and wipe off as much of that polish as I can. Do you see how clean and shiny that looks? Now, metal polish is corrosive. So after you use the metal polish, you're going to come through with an alcohol prep wipe, or if you don't have an alcohol prep wipe, just some rubbing alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, and that's going to help clean off all of that polish residue. You don't want any polish residue left on there when you're done. Make sure we get both sides here. Okay. Now, any alcohol is going to leave a certain amount of residue. And frankly, you don't want any amount of residue. So after you clean it with alcohol, go ahead and come back with a clean part of your rag and just give it a nice little buffing and make sure that it's nice and dry and free of any haze. This game is now clean and ready to go back into the shell. And that's it. We're done. Ain't nothing to it. That's how you clean your Nintendo Entertainment System game cartridge so that it plays properly on your clean Nintendo Entertainment System.